Yeah. Now in this video we got legendary finish Vegeta, legendary finish Vegeta Blue to be precise, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta if you want me to be even more precise. And his equipment dropped, or the day I'm uploading this is the day after it released, so today is Thursday. It dropped yesterday, which would be let me check the date, Wednesday the 6th of May. Yes sir. And this equipment actually makes him very useful depending on what team you want to use him on. So I'm gonna get into the equipment, but I'm using him on a Vegeta family team because I feel like the Vegeta family team's a bit better than the God family team. I mean, look at me saying God family, look at me, I'm asleep. Like, I woke up not too long ago, honestly, about 30 minutes ago, so if I'm saying anything that sounds ridiculous, let me live. But I'm trying to make this content for y'all. I'm trying to make this content for you lot, so let me breathe. But yeah, Vegeta's equipment, I feel like having the Vegeta family one is more essential because I feel like there's more Vegeta buffs. I know there's not a lot of God key buffs as well, but I kind of mess with the Vegeta team. Maybe it's just my bias and I'm not making a lot of sense, but that's just that with that. But the equipment, which I'm talking about in the first place, it obviously has 3 slots. Imagine they made one with 4 slots and I was just confused because I'm tired or something. But the first slot, base strike defense and base blast defense, and there's no other variation, but they can both go up to plus 20%, which is amazing. The second slot, special move damage and ultimate damage, they can both go up to 15%, which is actually good as well. But in the third slot, it has 2 different variations. Now they both go up to 8%, but it can either be 8% to strike and blast damage attack for each Vegeta family, to each tag Vegeta family, or God key battle member. Like, it's up to you basically, so you just have to keep re-rolling for it depending on which one you want. And I ended up getting the Vegeta family one. Obviously if I had a God key one, it's a yellow slot. Like I didn't get a red slot unfortunately, but yellow, I'm still taking it. Like, I feel like Z's as good as Z+. Z+ is just being a bit picky. I don't even like the fact that there's a Z+. I feel like it's mad unnecessary. But if it's a C yellow slot, I'll still take it. D yellow slots though, those are going in the bin 100%. They're not coming out to battle. But I wanted to use the Vegeta family instead of God Key family. Like I was saying, it might be my bias. But Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I don't know, I feel like he's slowly becoming one of my favorite units. My favorite unit is actually Hit, but he doesn't have a good meta team, so I don't use him. I don't want to just run Kefla, and it would just be Kefla and Hit, and then the 3 would just be tagging along. Like, I'll probably bring K, just because K was when she switches in on the cover chain, she destroys all the enemy's cards and stops a combo. That's very useful. That would be very useful in a battle. But let's get into this Vegeta team. So everybody here, I believe everybody here busts Vegeta family, except on this team, the Super Saiyan Vegeta from GT and my legendary finish Vegeta, and that's because I've only got him 2 stars. If I got 1 more star on him, it would have been amazing. But speaking of him, since it's a video featuring a legendary finish unit, I like to kind of try get a legendary finish in the video. It's only right. Like, you can't have a summoning video without a sparking like in the video. What's going on? So there, before you say, oh, where's the legendary finish, or someone will say it. There's always one person to say something like that. I always have to make sure I satisfy the audience. I put everything into these gameplays. These gameplays were actually elite. Like, I was enjoying PvP. I was no rank yesterday. I got the gameplay yesterday, but I'm doing the audio today on Thursday. But when I started these gameplays, literally I had no rank. I was on like 14,000 RP. I hate this triple RP season. I was grinding with this team. I actually played a lot of games with this team, and now I think I'm about 10,000 on the dot. Well, I probably went down because I haven't played since yesterday, but I feel like 10,000 was a nice place to stop. And it's a 3-week season is what makes it even worse. Like, I have to grind so much. It's not even the fact that playing PvP is hard or I struggle against opponents. It's just the fact that I have to play so many games. Like, yeah, I like the game Legends, but like I don't like draining myself on the same game. I feel like that makes it more boring than it should be, or it kind of takes out the fun of the game if I'm just doing the same thing again and again and again. The season doesn't need to be that long, and I know they're rewarding more CC for it, but come on, man. And but I do mess with the fact that they're probably doing this because anniversary is soon, and they changed how the CC works. But I hope that it goes back to every 2 weeks you get X amount of CC. They keep it at 2k, and top 20k get rewarded, but they make it just a 2-week length instead of a 3-week length. But out of the units on this team, my favorite is probably Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Second, if I made this video before I had Trunks at 6-star, because at 6-star he gets that double buff. So at first he was only buffing hybrid Saiyans, and then at 6 stars he actually gets to buff Vegeta family. No, he only buffs Vegeta family, then at 6-star he became to buff hybrid Saiyan, so I started using him on my hybrid Saiyan team, and that's how he came a lot more useful to me, and I've seen the use of him on my hybrid Saiyan team. But for the Vegeta family he's always been good. So, but depending on when you made this, because when God Key team was insane, like it's still insane. When they first released the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, was Vegeta Blue, and the God Key team was running amok with who was running amok with him? Goku Blue, Vegeta, obviously Goku Black, Rose. When Rose dropped, that's when the God Key team was at its peak. Like, the God Key team hasn't got an actual unit to fill the squad in a minute. They've been focusing on like other things like the regen team, the fusion team. If anything, out of any team, the fusion team's been going crazy. So a nice new character for the God Key team would be nice. Anniversary coming very soon. Well, something in my throat. Omen Goku. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, a new unit for the anniversary for the God Key team would be nice. Vegeta Blue too. But yeah, I didn't really use the blue Vegeta from the movies. I didn't use him a lot when using this team, and that's probably because I was actually trying to showcase the equipment with Vegeta, so I was focusing on blue. But he does actually buff Vegeta family, which is amazing. Like, when I first selected him, I thought he buffed movies, which was it wouldn't be wrong because he is from the movies, I believe, but that's actually what I thought that he buffed, and I was kind of like shocked that he actually buffed Vegeta family, so that was pretty nice. So it actually made my team work very well. Everybody getting a nice ability buff except Trunks from Super Saiyan, Vegeta, and the legendary finish Goku and Vegeta Blue himself. He's not buffing anyone, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. He does buff the other blue Vegeta, which I actually feel is very underrated. Like, when he first came out, I didn't like him that much, but his blast damage is actually pretty good. I feel like I just had to get a better Vegeta family team, but I don't know if the equipment is doing that much. But I will say for sure that Vegeta is much more amazing than when I first used him. He was already amazing. Like, he was astonishing when I first got him. He's even more amazing now that I added this equipment to him. If you don't have this equipment, I'm telling you, even if you don't have Vegeta, I do recommend getting this equipment because you might pull him in there in the future, so you're going to want to have him. Legendary finish equipment is like very specific to the unit, like it's only for that unit, so there's a point of getting them. It's not like, well, other units, other equipment, you'd be likely to get them, but because these are like, you only need one of them, because it's only specific for one unit, you might as well go for them. At least try to get them at the first slot having a yellow or red slot. And the last thing I'm gonna say for this video is that the banner returned. Obviously, it was in the thumbnail. I put in the thumbnail purposely. The banner's returned, and I only did 2 steps, and I got another star on Trunks. But that's okay. Like, I don't mind the extra star. But if I'm going to suggest to you to summon, I'd only do 2 steps because beyond that, it's not worth it. You don't even get guaranteed sparking tickets, so just focus on saving for anniversary. You don't want to spend all your chronos before these good units come, and then now you don't have nothing. Like, keep it 100. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I've been trying to upload daily. Coronavirus is serious, weird lockdown. Hopefully it releases soon. The UK is a bit of a joke, like, and I know in other places people are not really following the rules and whatnot, but make sure you guys keep safe, keep clean. Like I was saying, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 5,000 subscribers. The next goal is 3K. We hit 2.5K very recently, so I want to thank you guys for that. I'm not too fussed about likes, but definitely leave a comment. Comments are more important than anything. So leave a comment because I do be taking video requests. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the last gameplay, so I'm just gonna let it play out like the usual. But besides from that, my name's Takashi, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
What's wrong? Is that all you've got?